So today we're tackling a problem that I think pretty much everyone in this field runs into eventually.
Okay, I'm with you.
You have a source, a server, a media player, whatever it is, and you have a screen,
Right. Simple enough.
but they aren't next to each other.
And these are 3 feet apart. You just grab an HDMI cable. Problem solved.
But what if they're 300 feet apart?
Then you have a physics problem. A big one.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive on a piece of gear, the NTI ST-C64K-328-L8-R.
That's a mouthful.
It is. Let's just call it the 8-port extender. The whole mission here is to figure out how you get a perfect 4K video signal from a secure back room to, say, 8 different screens all over a building.
Without the signal just dying.
And without a total mess of cables.
And, let's be honest, without spending a fortune on specialized, thick HDMI cable that just won't work well at that distance anyway.
That's the hook, isn't it? This device basically says, forget HDMI for the long run. It uses standard Ethernet cables.
Which is the smart move. I'm looking at the specs here. And this NTI unit, it can push an uncompressed digital HDMI signal up to 328 feet.
328 feet.
Yeah, using CK6, 6A, or a CT7. Even if you're on older CT5E cable, you're still getting 250 feet out of it.
That is just massive. That's longer than an American football field. And you use a really key word there, uncompress.
Well, that's a huge distinction. A lot of the cheaper extenders, they compress the video data to save bandwidth.
Which introduces lag or artifacts or just mushiness.
Exactly. This unit is sending pure Ultra HD 4K by 2K. So we're talking a 3840 by 2160, and it even handles the cinema standard, 40:6 by 2160.
I did notice on the spec sheet, it lists that 4K support at 30 hertz.
Good catch.
Yeah.
And that's an important detail for listeners. 30 hertz is perfect for that cinematic look. Think digital signs, movies, information boards. It handles your standard 1080p and computer resolutions just fine, too.
And the audio just travels right alongside it.
Yep, fully. Dolby True HD, DTS HD, Master Audio, LPCM. It's just a transparent pipe. Whatever you put in is what comes out the other side. No loss.
Okay, so the signal quality is there, the distance is solved. But the feature that really fixes the logistical nightmare we started with, it isn't the video, it's the power.
Ah, yes. Power over Ethernet, PoE.
The installer's best friend.
It absolutely is.
Wow.
In a normal setup, you have your little receiver box behind the TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that box needs a power adapter. So now you need to find a power outlet right behind the TV.
Which might mean calling an electrician, or worse, running an extension cord inside the wall.
Which you should never, ever do. It's a code violation waiting to happen.
So how does PoE fix that?
With PoE, the main unit, the transmitter in the rack, it actually sends 12-volt power down the same CA cable that's carrying the video.
So the little boxes behind the screens don't need their own wall plugs?
Not at all. That's the beauty of it. You run one cable, you plug it in, and the receiver just wakes up.
That is a much cleaner install. So much simpler.
It totally simplifies the whole architecture.
Yeah.
And speaking of architecture, we should probably clarify what this box is and what it isn't.
Good point. Because I've seen people get this confused with a matrix switch.
Right. They see 8 inputs and 8 outputs and think they can route anything anywhere.
But this is strictly point-to-point, is that correct?
That is 100% correct. It has 8 HDMI inputs and 8 RJ45 outputs. But think of them as locked lanes.
So input 1 always goes to output 1.
Always. Input 2 always goes to output 2 and so on. You can't, for example, route input 1 to all 8 screens.
So it's really just like having 8 incredibly long 300-foot HDMI cables all bundled neatly into one rack-mountable box.
That's the perfect analogy. And it is built for a rack. It's a 1RU form factor, metal case, comes with a mounting kit.
And the price tag around $1,940 tells you this is definitely professional-grade equipment.
It is. It's also TAA compliant, which is a specific requirement for U.S. government contracts. This isn't really for your living room.
No, this is for airports, corporate headquarters, high-end sports bars.
Places where failure is not an option.
So, to kind of synthesize all this, if you're managing a space where the screens need to be front and center, but all the hardware needs to be invisible, this NTI extender is the bridge.
It really is. It solves the distance, the quality, and the power clutter, all in one piece of hardware.
It's that invisible infrastructure that makes so many modern commercial spaces work.
Totally.
And it leaves you with a thought. You know, the next time you're in a big airport terminal and you're looking at a perfectly crystal clear arrival board, don't just check your flight time. Think about that invisible highway the data had to travel to get to that screen, because chances are there's a box just like this one working hard in a server room somewhere.
Sweating all the details so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great deep dive.